see the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Yes sir, two for the show. A couple of years ago on Headland and the Low. What's the starter? Something good. Where me and my nigga rode the martyr through the hood, just trying to find that hook up. Now every day we looked up at the ceiling, watching ceiling fans go round, trying to catch that feeling off instrumental. Had my pencil and plus my paper. We caught the 86 lot on your headed to Decatur, writing rhymes, trying to find our spot off in that light off in that spot. Knowing that we can rock, doing the hole in the wall clubs. This shit here must stop. Like freeze, we making the crowd move, but we not making no G's, and that's a no-no.
A 1-2 dope niggas in the Cadillac, they call us. Went from plaguers ball to ball, to putting the South up on the map. It's like Little Rock to banging. Niggas say motherfuck that plaguing. They paying, we staying legging vocals, locales done. Made it with them big boys up in this industry, outcasts. Yeah, them niggas they making big noise, over 1 million sold to this day. Niggas they take it like they 96 gon' be that year that out. Y'all plaguers haters can bite me around this bitch.
Your mama and your cousin too, rolling down the strip on boats, coming up slamming Cadillac doors. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too, rolling down the strip on boats, coming up slamming Cadillac doors.
Back in the day when I was younger, hunger, looking to fill me belly with that rallies. Bullshit, pull shit, off like it was supposed to be pulled. Full of the tick I was, stone like them white boys. Smoking them white girls before them blunts got crunk. Chunky asses, passes getting throw like Hail Marys, and they looking like Halle Berry. So fine, intertwined. But we ain't sipping wine, we just chillin'. I'm the rabbit villain, and I'm so high, smoking freely. Me, Lil B, Rick Moan and Suge, and my little brother James. Things changed in the hood where I live at. Them rats know, mama, I want to sing, but mama, I want to trick. And mama, I'm sucking dicks now. We moving on up in the world like elevators. Me and the crew, we pimps like 82. Me and you like Tone. Yeah. Like this, East Point, and we gone.
Me and you, your mama and your cousin too, rolling down the strip on boats, coming up slamming Cadillac doors.
Keep it hot like a thermos. It's the realest that you service. Now I'm on a higher purpose, and you haters don't deserve us, but we give it to you like a virus. We the highest motherfuckers,
ruling from the hills of Cypress.
The magnificent, you insignificant. See what's in my weed sack, bitch? Try sniffing it, sending not hitting it. The smell's so aromatic, smoking out the room. Sorry, homie, it's a fucking habit.
Mad dog off the leash, I don't be frontin', son. Run up on me and watch a nigga get you some. I'm swinging for the fence, blasting out home runs. Jolo with the knife, cut your ass like a shogun. A little something for the pins and yanking on my chain. You the reason niggas sing about the membrane. Running around like a clown, acting hella strange. On the real, the world forgot about your punk name.
We are the hill, we came to get you high. They calling me insane, why? You must wanna die. So high, so high, so high. Shitting on you bitches like a bird when he's flying by.
unconditional. Once you're out of this control, no answer, no answer, no answer. Just an apathetic sigh. The source behind in my head, the aching in my chest. Never given time to heal in the name of some holy test. Eyes closed, lifted high, reaching to an indifferent sky. From life to death and bringing stillness to my crowded mind. No answer, no answer, no answer. Just a half-assed smile. The love is unconditional. Once you're out of this control, no answer, no answer, no answer. Just an apathetic sigh. No answer. No answer. Just an apathetic sigh. Just an apathetic sigh. Just an apathetic sigh. Just an apathetic.
What you gonna do when it come for you? Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. What we gonna do when it come for you? Gave me the life that I came to live. Do I really want my baby? Brother, tell me what to do. I know you got to get your hustle on, so I pray. I understand the game sometimes, and I love you strong. But what you gonna do when it come for you? Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Yes, it does. What we gonna do when it come for you? But I can't stand life without you. Now me and baby got this situation. See, brother got this complex occupation, and it ain't that he don't have education. 'Cause I was right there at his graduation. But I ain't saying that this life don't work, but it's me and baby that he hurt. Because I tell him right, he thinks I'm wrong. But I love him strong. He gave me the life that I came to live, gave me the song that I came to give. Pressure on me, but the seed is grown. I can't make it on my own. Summer came around and the flowers bloomed. He became the sun, I became the moon. Precious gifts that we both received. What could this be make believe? What you gonna do when it comes?
fucked up when you let my mind creep. Deeper than the page of a book, let me look. You let me hit the stage, now I got my folks hooked like deep. You wanna go deep, I take it deep. You know you fucked up when you let my mind creep. Deeper than the page of a book, let me look. You let me hit the stage, now I got my folks hooked like deep.
Deeper than deep dish, hammers and bowls. Deeper than sea fish in the O. I got my gun on standby like Coast Guard. Your boat's hard, you get just salty ass crumbled like herb. You heard it here first, put your master plan in reverse. I ain't the one with the curse, so disperse, yes. Catch a blaze, niggas catching AIDS, niggas getting sprayed, niggas on their way to a dead end. You won't catch me spreading no white lies. I only see Afro bitches up in my eyes. I don't eat no beef, visually not no poke. I used to drink the A, but now I shove it down your throat. Quote, if they kill their own folks, what you think they gonna do to you? I'm outcasted and claiming true, aiming two at your motherfucking spine. No, I make that three cause I don't wanna hear you whine. Swine, got my folks blind like Stevie, me be wondering when I'm gonna see the end. Andre Ben slamming backs like K-Ax over organized tracks full of facts, so you know that it's deep. You wanna go deep, I take it deep. You know you fucked up when you let my mind creep. Deeper than the page of a book, let me look. You let me hit the stage, now I got my folks hooked like deep. You wanna go deep, I take it deep. You know you fucked up when you let my mind creep. Deeper than the page of a book, let me look. You let me hit the stage, now I got my folks hooked like deep.
What do you want me to get deep? Well then I will. What will happen if you shoot that nigga and don't kill? He will come back and return my leg like half the way. Aiming for your skull, yeah, flexing on you, that's a way. So if you kill the two, nigga, you better use it. Cause if you threaten my life, better believe I be a fool with it. I don't take no shit from nobody. I got that good and more food right beside of me. Damn, no pain, no gain, so I'ma hurt you. Breaking knees and elbows like I used to break my curtain. My mama used to tell me if a nigga ever hit me just to pick up the closest thing and knock the living shit out of me. So if you run up, you get done up, I'ma end it. Throw the gun up out the window, see the corner, then I bend it. It's just so simple how we get so deep. Learn a lesson, pick up the album when it hits the streets like deep.
You wanna go deep, I take it deep. You know you fucked up when you let my mind creep. Deeper than the page of a book, let me look. You let me hit the stage, now I got my folks hooked like deep. You wanna go deep, I take it deep. You know you fucked up when you let my mind creep. Deeper than the page of a book, let me look. You let me hit the stage, now I got my folks hooked like deep.
I'm Dustin Williams, and my brand is Okie Doke. I've been doing Okie Doke for about 9 years now, going on my 10th year. The name just kind of like fell into my lap. I had a previous brand back in the day that I stopped doing, and then found a love for cars afterwards, and just decided on something quirky that really doesn't mean anything, and it just kind of presented itself at the right time. My involvement at Riverside is most of the branding and like design that you see on the flyers and stuff like that, some of the apparel design. The Riverside is special to me because it fully encapsulates the culture that brings us all together. It's for the people. So it's very special because it brings, you know, all walks of life, all different types of people, along with different types of cars. My experiences here at Riverside, every year it continues to be just so great and so like overpowering. I say it every single year, and it'll probably continue to be that way, but this year is better than last year, and next year will probably be better than this year. The rehearsal is great. It's really cool to be a part of Riverside in a way that I can, not just us, have our own day to kind of present ourselves and allow people to come in and park with us and have fun and sell cool merch and just, you know, live in the atmosphere a day before the actual event. It's cool. It's cool. It's just, it's a good feeling to be a part of something so genuine and so authentic. Yeah. Cool.
talk of my hopes and dreams to make it seem that a light can shine and brighten up the darkest things, but a light can't shine.
How's it going, guys? I'm Liam Miles. I ran a business for a long time, did a lot of different things, but I closed that down a couple of years ago, and I've been trying to figure out what's next for me, like what I want to do. Ultimately, the thing that I have done throughout everything is I've been a creative. I've been a photographer, videographer. Really what makes me happy. You know, the past couple of years, I've been trying to just take time away from the craziness and be like, okay, what fulfills me? What do I want to do if I was to start up another business? Not to say that this is going to be a business, but I'm planning on starting a new YouTube channel that is based around my experiences with photography and cars. It's called Drive and Shoot, and the whole message behind it really is to just get out, express yourself, and enjoy cars, but enjoy it through photography. And you know, I wanted to appeal to car enthusiasts, not just photographers. Obviously, photography, videography, like that's going to be a big demographic too, but I want it to be something that anybody who's into cars can watch, and it be, you know, a good cohesive experience between driving a car and sharing my thoughts on experiencing that, but also, you know, how do I capture the beauty of what I'm seeing and experiencing in front of me, and just, I don't know, like, I don't want it to be like yeah, I'm so good at photography, here's how you do this. It's just like, I'm shooting pictures, this is what I'm doing and thinking, it's fun, go out and do the same thing. That's Drive and Shoot, man, is get in your car, go drive it, take pictures of it, share it, just have fun. That's it, really. So, coming soon. Not anything on it yet, but I'm working on some stuff, and ultimately I want it to be like a good just expression of something that I'm happy with and I enjoy doing, so that I want to do it longer term and I'm not burnt out after a year or whatever. I think it'll be the right thing for me. I have been going to Riverside now for 8 years. I've been a spectator, I've been a photographer, videographer, I've also been a vendor at the event. I've experienced the show from many different perspectives. This year I was just shooting some film photography stuff. Every year this event has been above expectations. You know, whether I'm going into it to shoot it, creatively it's one of the best visual representations of a gallery of cars that I've come across. You know, most shows are a parking lot or a convention center. There's nothing that adds to the visual appeal of all these amazing cars. Like, what's the point in building cars that look beautiful if you're just gonna put them inside a hall and have the same lighting on all of them? You know, Riverside is very much about how it's presented and how it looks. That's what the cars are about too. Like, we like aesthetics. So being able to, you know, express myself through photography and videography with these cars too, like, it's a full package. It all comes together. We had Riverside yesterday, super long day, got to see a lot of great people, but it was very busy. Like, I almost felt like I forgot what happened yesterday. It just kind of flew by, like I blacked out. I'm just overwhelmed by everything that's happening. But today, after a fresh night's sleep, we're celebrating Evie's 3rd birthday party. I got a tattoo here in the garage. A shout out to Riverside Tattoo. Great guys. It's sick. I mean, I'm with all of my friends. We're getting tattoos and we're celebrating a 3rd birthday party. Never been to a child's birthday party as cool as this. So if your kids aren't having birthday parties where you can get tattoos, you got a bounce house, bunch of cool cars, alcohol, people having a good time, you're doing it wrong, man. I mean, you're not. It's probably safer for your kids. I don't know, but we love it. We love Evie. And yeah, this is just a nice, chill time after our experience. It's a good way to summarize our weekend and just spend some quality time with the people that we care about most. So, man, all I gotta say is shout out to Riverside, Mason and Carly for continuing to put on the most incredible event in the US. Shout out to everybody that comes out and supports the event every year. It's just insane to see how this has evolved. You know, Riverside 9 is the culmination of 9 years of work, and having like the pre-show day, like the rehearsal, was so sick. It was like walking around a vintage market, but there's cars everywhere. It wasn't too busy. Like, it was Friday was the relaxed day where you could just hang out with your friends, go see the vendors, support who you want to, and then really for me, take a bunch of beautiful pictures, because the lighting is changing at that venue all the time. There's never a point in the day where things don't look beautiful. And that's about it, man. Fucking come on out, check Riverside out, come see the people. What's the saying? Come for the cars, stay for the people. Come for the people, stay for
the cause, whatever you want to do. Just come out and experience it, man. It's sick. And I'm actively pushing for more creatives to come. Whether you're a creative in building cars or you're a creative behind one of these, video camera, whatever it is, come out. Because if you need a canvas to express yourself and you like cars, Riverside's the fucking place to do it. Am I allowed to cuss in this? I don't even know if I'm allowed to cuss. I'm cussing. Come the fuck to Riverside. Let's go.
I'm Mason Gavin. I'm the owner of Riverside, Chattanooga. The idea of Riverside really kind of stemmed from just like a large group of buddies and I have been traveling to car shows together for many years, since like 2006 or so, 2005, started going to some car shows together. The idea was cool because we would like travel in groups to events, spend, you know, 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, but like with my best friends, doing things that we really enjoy doing. That was special to me. It was important. I had this idea of like, once I started to experience some bigger events that had like the ability to stay at for a while and had a little bit more of like a cultural impact on the automotive scene, I thought that was really inspirational, and I thought maybe I could join in on that. I came from the music scene, from like playing hardcore and punk for a long time, and so like doing community-based projects and like getting people together in one place is just something I've just been around and kind of exercised that most of my life. So it felt just kind of like a natural thing to be like, oh well, I mean, I get my friends together to go to events and hang out. Maybe we like, you know, squat up in cars and whatnot. And like that's super fun. So maybe I'd like to offer something or create something that would give other people the ability to do that too. And Chattanooga to me is a special city. So I really, really wanted to do it in Chattanooga. I'm somewhat of a local. I'm just from down the road in North Georgia, but like 20 minutes down the road from here. So I mean, I grew up very, very close to here, and I've lived in Chattanooga for like 15 years or so now. And so I just knew that like this place is great. After about 8 or so years of taking notes in a notebook on things that I would like to introduce to an event if I created one, and things that I didn't like, try to create the environment in my head and get it on paper. And then I approached my friend Matt Scud Lyric, aka Scud. I approached Scud. He's one of my best friends, but also he just had so many connections. Like we joked back in the day calling him Mayor Scud, like Mayor of Chattanooga, because he knows everybody. I was talking to him one day, I was like, hey, I have this idea. I think we can do it if you help me. And so we sat down and kind of devised a plan. And before the end of lunch, he had already had like a road closure permit. We had already like figured it out. Like we applied for the event venue and came up with some ideas. I knew from the first year of Riverside that I wanted to do it at the pavilion just because of the air it has. It's a great place. I can kind of envision the way I'd want it to look. And he understood that vision and he helped me make that a reality. Yeah, he and I got to work, and then we quickly got a group of our buddies that we've been traveling, going to car shows together, that have experienced a lot of the same stuff. We told them about it and we came up with a name pretty fast. And then that was like 2015, early 2015. And then we had Riverside 1, March 26th, I think, 2016. That was the first one. And then since then, it's just kind of like grown and evolved. My wife, my partner in this event now, her and I, we actually started seeing each other like a little bit before Riverside 1. So she's been there since day one. She helped staff the first event too. It has just been like a rock since then. A huge part of the event. It wouldn't happen without her help and her input on this whole thing. And Scud, he was business owner at the time. He owned like 2 restaurants and a bar and like some other stuff. And they were opening up this whole other thing too. And so he had to shift focus on what he was able to do, but he still comes to the events. And occasionally I'll get him to staff and talk him into it. We just got a good core group of people. This was kind of the first, or really the second year that we've had like a more like full-time group of people, about 5 of us that work on this pretty full-time. And I mean, I owe them a big thanks. it absolutely wouldn't happen. There's a lot that I love about it and what makes it special for me. Kind of going back to that idea of like having the time to like spend with my friends out of town, just at dirty hotel rooms, hanging out in parking lots till 2 a.m., not even talking about cars, just like being around each other. And I wanted to hopefully give that to some other people too, so that they can experience what I got to experience. Seeing that like under fruition, that's pretty awesome. That's a good feeling. So I want to keep doing it for 2 a.m. parking lot conversations, you know, and like cruising the strip with your buddies and like cool photo shoot spots. Like I like hanging out with friends and experiencing the car stuff together. I mean, it seems like it's one of the things that brings all of us together, but we all come from so many different like backgrounds and lifestyles and like everything that it's just nice.
I love Mason, Gavin so much. Riverside, Chattanooga has always been the fun. I love this guy to death. And the fact that we're doing tattoos at his daughter's 3rd birthday party is great.
They're professionals.
They're true professionals. The ROI on fun is priceless.
Yeah. Come for the cars, save for the people. I mean, it's kind of that same thing, what I was just talking about. Like, being able to have, like, those true, genuine connections with a lot of us are complete strangers, and we might meet each other kind of on the internet, somehow stemmed from, like, the automotive community. And then at the end of the day, you're laughing and having fun, and you're like, well, we came for the cars, but, like, we're here because we got to hang out with each other and create those memories and hopefully plan for, you know, like, I can't wait to come back next year. We got to get this spot, we got to eat at this place, and all that stuff. And that's Chattanooga. That has a great environment for all of the above. So, like, that really kind of covers the come for the cars, save for the people. It's a community event. I mean, we don't have, like, trophies and awards and whatnot at the show. So that mindset of, like, when you're at the event and you're inside a Riverside environment, it's not just some, like, competitive dog-eat-dog kind of world. And not saying that that's, like, bad. It's just not what this event needs. It's not, it doesn't feel like it would fit the script of the Riverside Spring Meet for, like, the direction we want to take it to. That's come for the cars, save for the people. And then this year, we really introduced Fearlessly Authentic. Just really a reminder for me and the rest of the staff, too, to just be, like, more genuine to ourselves and for ourselves and not build this event for, you know, the internet's approval. It's the same reason why we don't build cars for the internet's approval. We all drive, like, old beat-up Mercedes, BMWs, and Toyotas that are just crusty and fun and good attitude, and they look cool and they're enjoyable to drive, and we like being in them. And it's kind of that same, like, hot rod, like, mentality of just, like, I don't care. Like, it's not that I don't care about the car, it's just I care about my experience with it and my connection with the vehicle or the event. And I want to be more authentic with myself through my expression of how I modify my vehicles or how I select things like that. Kind of the same thing with the show is I want the show to feel less scripted and more authentic. That's why we're trying to, like, push it a little bit harder. This year was a big one for me because I wanted to introduce music into the event a little bit more than we have before. And on Friday night, we had my absolute favorite hardcore bands that happens to be local, GUMM, play live. And that was a dream come true. That was so cool. They're a local Chattanooga band, and I mean, they're so great. And they came and played our event, and it was a lot of fun. I was a little nervous at first. I was like, man, maybe people aren't gonna be into this because it's heavy and, like, all that. And then I just had to remind myself, like, the Riverside needs to be more authentic, and that means I need to be more authentic for myself, and I need to be more honest with myself and how I want this event to grow and how we as, like, a group want this event to grow. And introducing music that way, a little bit more of an alternative lifestyle, just like alternative kind of styling of vehicles that we're already, you know, a part of that community. It's nice now that, like, I'm kind of just bridging that gap and something a little bit different than just like a house DJ or whatever. I mean, that's cool. We had a DJ. They were amazing. Shout out Pleasure Points Orlando. You guys are incredible. That's why we chose, like, Pleasure Points to do our DJ work, and we chose GUMM to do the live music on Friday night because we wanted to have, like, our friends and local music and more genuine experience. I'm a very Chattanooga-centered person. I like to be, I don't mean to sound cheesy, but I like to shop local and support local businesses. And I mean that genuine. Having local vendors at the event is very important to me. Making sure that they have a stage to be able to, like, promote their work and their passions and creativity with the automotive enthusiast world, and just whoever else comes to the event, shows up at the show, to be able to see that and see their, like, uniqueness. And I mean, Chattanooga is so cool. It's such a melting pot of, like, 1,000 different styles of everything. We don't have enough space even at our event just for, like, how many cool Chattanooga businesses there are in, like, automotive related. And I feel like it would be hard not to have a whole bunch of Chattanooga stuff at the show. Even outside of that, earlier when I talked about Scud and how he, like, owned some businesses and restaurants, like, our first pre-meet was we shut down Houston Street and had our pre-meet outside of the Bitter Alibi because Jason and Scud owned it at the time. But that was kind of the idea. It's like, I wanted to be near MLK. I wanted to be in the heart of the city. I wanted to be, like, at Bitter Alibi where my friends and I hang out a lot at the time. And, like, I want to be involved in those businesses. And we've done several meets. Even had actually Bitter, for another example, early March 2020, whenever, before the world shut down, like, the day that the city of Chattanooga went under state of emergency there was like one confirmed COVID case, and so our event got shut down, unfortunately. And not to make light of the situation, it was terrible. But at the time, I mean, it hadn't happened yet. So this was day one for us. So our event got shut down, and Riverside we almost shut the doors on that. But Jason at Bitter was like, hey, we got a parking lot, come hang out. I know you have thousands of people in town already for this. And I mean, I was loading my trailer for Friday morning to prepped for the pre-meet that night, and most of our vendors were already here. And most of our vendors are coming from hundreds, if not thousands of miles away, and obviously show cars and stuff too. And I talked to my contact in the city, and he was like, yeah, everything's fine. And then a couple hours later, the rug was pulled out from underneath us. There's nothing we can do about it. But local businesses came together and partnered with a lot of our vendors, and we did pop-up meets all over the city. We put out a video just like explaining the situation, and we hosted a meet at the Bitter Alibi and did a little pop-up shop, and it was incredible. And it was just so cool to watch, like, kind of Chattanooga come together for that. I mean, like those businesses, we are a local business here, and I just want to keep it working with each other. We can't do this without the staff. I owe everything to the staff. I mean, this is my full-time job 24/7 now. We have a staff of like 25 people, and that, I mean, are just killers. And most of them have worked every single event, but we always make sure we have, you know, new people, since we have so many people that are moving to Chattanooga, growing the community and whatnot. But I mean, just thanking my staff, like, from the bottom of my heart, for sure. Definitely my wife, Carly Gavin. This event wouldn't happen at all. I don't think we would have made it past year two without her involvement in it, and just how much work she puts into it, and how much she motivates me. And, you know, she'll get me up whenever I don't want to get up early, and she says, put your fucking boots on and get to it, you know? And not really, but you know what I mean. Like, she reminds me that, like, this is a rare opportunity to be able to focus on and work towards a dream of mine that feels like that felt like it was unattainable, and I feel like we've far surpassed that years ago. Yeah, so I just want to thank her for that, for sure. And yeah, definitely every vendor we had, especially every Tennessee vendor, every Chattanooga vendor we had so many this year. It was so awesome. And coming out and showing up, and so many vendors. I think every single vendor donated stuff to the raffle. A big portion of those proceeds are going to Ronald McDonald House Chattanooga, and so I just want to thank my vendors for that. This is actually a little known secret. This was the first year that Riverside had sponsors, and it was kind of, I don't want to say like low levels, because it doesn't sound like I'm appreciating them enough. It was very humbling to be able to, like, it was hard to ask businesses to help us put this on. It's hard to do that. Maybe it's a pride thing. Maybe it's just, I don't know if we feel like we're deserving enough of it. I mean, we're just a bunch of kids that hang out in the garage and take our junk cars to car meets and stuff and have fun with buddies, and that's the goal. And I want to keep that the goal. And to have sponsors this year was incredible. And most of them were just helping in so many ways. Martini Works, I mean, just like, the dude's been nothing but a huge support system and a wealth of knowledge, and it's been awesome. Shout out to Alex. Quick Everett's Garage, that's owned by my good friends Perry Freeman and Hal Everett. Perry's been a friend of mine and a mentor of mine in the automotive scene for 15 plus years, and just the minute I knew that they were opening up a shop, I took my stuff to them and I work with them, and they've had a presence at Riverside every single time and will continue to. They were a big sponsor this year. They brought Miltech, who had like Auto Finesse and Liquid Molly. I mean, just like, those are huge names that I wouldn't have imagined even a few years ago that would have graced the presence of the First Horizon Pavilion for a Riverside event. North Shore Auto Gallery, that's such a cool new local dealership here that, like, you can tell as soon as you walk in the door that place is run by enthusiasts, people that just enjoy cool cars and trucks and stuff. And not even to mention that two of our very good friends and staff members of our event, and one being a vendor at our event, work there. Just their, you know, contributions to Chattanooga and kind of the influence on that has been really cool. It's a cool place. It's run by cool people. And then Carew Works, they are just the best. Carew Works, they're Atlanta-based, shops in Marietta, but they're a drift shop. They build drift cars, and they like to party and have fun and do incredible stuff. Greg, I mean, just huge shout out to Greg at Carew Works. He brightens up every room he walks into. I mean, the guy's a powerhouse of positivity. And honestly, Tyler Clayton, it's hard to talk about. Tyler Clayton, the late Tyler. We lost a good one pretty recently, and he the style king. He was inspirational in being more authentic. Really stemmed the fearlessly authentic thing a lot. But he created Carew Works. I mean, him and his group of friends and that whole thing, they're just some friends in a shop that like to drift together and have fun and travel and work on cars, and it's grown to a worldwide, very well-known household brand name, and they are still just the same, just perfectly amazing dirtbag group of just awesome guys. And Tyler was definitely a huge inspiration in so many things. So the styling of cars and how we have so much like motorsports influence, especially grassroots level drifting style, like vendors and vehicles, and then bringing on more motorsports vehicles to the event. I mean, that's just got Tyler's hand all over it. So next year, Riverside 10, we haven't picked the date yet, but we are planning on adding probably more stuff to it. I would love to add drifting to the event and have that. We'll be at the pavilion. Now, Riverside 10 will be at the First Horizon Pavilion. Riverside Spring Meet in Chattanooga will stay there for sure, but we're working on introducing a whole nother aspect to it. So stay tuned for more information on that. Another good announcement is we're moving. We're not leaving Chattanooga behind. My family and I, we are relocating to the Pacific Northwest, and we're going to start a Riverside Northwest event. Riverside Chattanooga will stay here. We're going, and we're still obviously going to be heavily involved in it, and I'm not backing out of that at all. We're just introducing another one, and we're going to travel back and forth. We're going to still have the East Coast warehouse, East Coast shop. We're going to still build it from where it's at. I feel like we're just now kind of getting started. It felt like this year was really our first year of like introducing ourselves to hopefully a pretty broad audience. So I'd like to see more people next time. I mean, I'd like to see a lot of cool cars, a lot of cool trucks, and a lot of cool vendors, and create with everybody another successful, fun, enjoyable, positive event for this community and all the other communities it touches.
Yeah, we'll go sweeter.
So I bet if that was at all times, that is such a thing. There's something about like the good year habit.
Oh, interesting. No, I mean, I'm so squiggy. That D, I'm sorry. That is
my whole body's a bunch of tractors. It's all just fun at this point, you know? There you go. Look at that. They're tat lords, tat gods. Tat gods with a Z. Tat lords. Tat lords. What's the review?
Yeah,
it's an 11 out of 10.